Well, after seeing that whole travelogue, you might have been excused for thinking you were just looking at outtakes of my Painted Hills trip a while ago. But no, this time I am in the eastern part of Washington, and I am at Palouse Falls, which you might be able to see a bit of over there. Hopefully we should get some good light this evening, and we'll see what I can get. Now, Palouse Falls is at a site where Ice Age floods carved through the basalt rock and created what they refer to as the Channeled Scablands. You can see over this way, you can see that it stretches out in pretty much a canyon, a very deep canyon. And it's also the state waterfall of Washington. And I'm going to try grabbing a picture of it now that we have the rainbow on it. So at this point, I have my first shot set up. Now, I've got a 17 to 28 lens on, but I'm actually closer to the 28 range at this point. And the reason for that is that the sun is right behind me, and so as you can see, we have this shadow of the fence and, of course, my tripod and the rather large blob there that is me. And so I'm going to have to trim it up a bit to get to the fence out of the way. At this point, it's looking like about a hundredth of a second at f11, which is what I prefer to have at this point. I'm going to have to take some pictures and see if this is something that will work without blowing out. Switching to a longer lens now, because what I have, as you can see, it's 5400, because what we have now is a couple of marmots over here. They seem pretty fearless, so I'm going to see what I can get of them. Well, now that the marmots have gone wherever they go, I'm now on my way up to the upper viewpoint, which can be kind of seen from there, of the falls. This is going to be probably the best place for sunset light. However, there are problems. You notice over here, sign, you will see rattlesnakes live here.
I hate snakes, Chuck! I hate them!
So do I, Andy. I'm not thrilled with snakes, at least the venomous ones, so I'm going to have to keep an eye out for anything lying in the path. Well, here we are at the very edge. And when I mean the very edge, I mean the very edge. Have a look here. And watch the waterfall go all the way down through the Scablands towards Snake River. When I talk about being on the edge, have a look. One false step would be enough bringing me to a quick end, and indeed a number of people have met their ends out here recently, so I'm going to be kind of careful about this, but I'm trying to get a good shot in the next hour or so when we get golden light and then sunset. I'm definitely going to be on a tripod. Here I am, set up for this shot. I hope you can hear me with this river going on. I've got, fortunately, 17 millimeters is enough so that I can actually get the whole waterfall and some sky. So I have to try a panorama here. Got a circular polarizer on, but I've got it kind of at the lowest level, so I don't want to lose that rainbow down there. So here is a test shot here. 150th of a second. All I can do now is wait to see if it gets better at sunset. I think at sunset I'll have to exposure bracket, but I'll see what I can get. If anything comes out from there, it comes out good, you'll see it now. Otherwise, thanks for coming on. See you next time. Hello. Coming in here from the future, and it turned out there really wasn't any good light at Palouse Falls for sunset. It became apparent pretty early on. As it turns out, on the highway just outside Othello, Washington, we did get a very good end of sunset, last bit of it. Unfortunately, there wasn't any foreground until I came across this rather picturesque family farm silhouetted against the colorful sky. I barely had time to do much more than pull over to the side of the road and grab my camera and start shooting away. Unfortunately, I did not have the chance to vlog that. I simply wouldn't have the time to do it. But I think that the results came out pretty good, and I hope you enjoy them here.